What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to come here? Okay. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm the Collector, and welcome back to another video. And today, I'm going to be counting out my top 10 favorite LEGO minifigures from 2020. I will be ranking these figures from worst to best, so 10 being the worst and 1 being the best. So if you guys do enjoy this video or videos like this, give me a like and a comment down below, and it'll let me know if people enjoy this kind of video. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so the first minifigure we have here is the 332nd Trooper from the 2020 AAT. This figure is a mix between the 501st Trooper, which has the 501st body and legs, with a new printed Clone Trooper helmet that we recently got in the 2020 wave, along with the new head. But this figure is a fantastic minifigure. It has a nice blue 501st body with this nice Ahsoka printed orange helmet. It looks fantastic. This is the only one we have of this figure so far, and it's phenomenal. This is a very hyped up figure when this set came out, and people absolutely love this figure. I think it's a great spot for number 10 because it is basically almost the same thing as the 501st Trooper. If you guys don't have this minifigure yet, I don't know what you're doing. It's a fantastic one. You need it in your collection. Next up, a little coincidental, is Ahsoka from the same set as the 332nd Trooper. This figure was insane when it first came out. People were freaking out when this got revealed. We hadn't had Ahsoka in years, and we finally got one. The previous Ahsoka from the Rebels TV show was almost like $150 plus at the time, so this figure definitely helped with the prices of some minifigures, but this is a fantastic figure. This figure has so many positives to it. It has, one thing to really know about this figure, it has a lot of silver in it. Now, you see on the torso, you see on the top of her head, and you see sometimes on the legs. She has a lot of silver throughout her torso. If we take off her hair, we can see the really underrated torso. A lot of the torso is covered up by her hair, but if you really look at the torso, it really does look awesome. It's a nice silver metallic blue. Great figure, great spot for number 9. Now, I know I said it's 2020, but I did have to pull a few strings and include some 2019 figures in here because this is really going to be a 2019 through 2021. A little clickbaity, but not really. But next up, we have the Sith Trooper. Also a very hyped up figure. This figure did come in a battle pack and a Kylo Ren's shuttle. This is basically a red version of the First Order Stormtrooper, but with I think the helmet is a different molding. I'm not sure, I've never found this out, but I'm pretty sure it's a different molding. Just a little like slimmer in the front. But this is a very, very nice figure. It is not exactly easy to get. You do have to pay $15 for a figure, but it is a fantastic figure. It's stunning. It really does come together well. You get a nice red torso. It's all the same color. It just mixes together so well with the black and the red. I really do love it, and it's a very, very special figure. He really just has awesome printing as well on the torso. Very unique and different compared to most First Order Stormtroopers. Very different printing, very unique printing, and very unique head printing as well. It's still one of my favorite figures on this list, but a good number 8. The next 4 figures are going to be fairly repetitive, but at the number 7 spot, we have the Knight of Ren. This is the Knight of Ren that came in Poe Dameron's X-Wing. This is 1 out of the 6 Knights of Ren, and 1 out of 3 Knights of Ren on this list. So, again, it's going to get pretty repetitive, so I'm going to try to go through these guys fairly faster. Now, all of the Knights of Ren do have unique helmet moldings, which I think is mainly why they're amazing figures. They do have pretty nice torso printing and a nice silver metallic look on their torsos, like Ahsoka. But the helmets are really the part that draws the attention to these figures. The helmets are such a special molding and are probably never going to get used again. Some of these are unique to the figure itself, which is not exactly the most common thing for LEGO to do. Usually they try and reuse the same moldings. But with figures like this, you just get this insane helmet molding, and it really just tie the figure together. You also get 2 accessories, but the main focus of this figure is the torso and the helmet, mainly the helmet. Now at number 6, we have Kylo Ren from Episode 9. Him being the leader of the Knights of Ren. Now this is basically the same thing as older Kylo Ren's, except the helmet has a new printing. Instead of the all-black helmet, it has these red welding marks through it because he did smash his helmet and they had to weld it back together. The same exact molding, same printing, but just with some red lines. It's really not that, much of an upgrade from the older figures. It does have a nice face printing. But really, the helmet is really what gives it this number. It really just does look fantastic. Kylo Ren in general is a fantastic figure. I would have included him either way, despite the printing, but this one just had to go instead because it has those nice red welding marks, and I think really gives it that cool look, and that's what I like about it. So, good number 6 spot. At number 5, we have another Knight of Ren. This is a really awesome figure as well because of the head molding. Now, the torso on this one is actually pretty cool. You get this nice cloth with some straps underneath, and you can't really tell what's going on in these torsos, honestly. But it does look nice. It's a very useful torso if you ever want to use them again. And again, they all have this nice metallic silver look to them. But the helmet is actually really, really cool. You get this nice helmet. Sort of looks like a Mandalorian helmet. And then you get these two like bars on each side. They sort of look like visors or something. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. But it looks pretty cool. It's a really interesting molding. And Knights of Ren are really great minifigures. Very, very, very underrated, I think. I definitely go ahead and get yourselves these minifigures. And finally, I think the best Knight of Ren out of all the Knights of Ren. I only have 3 of them. But my favorite Knight of Ren. Why? For a couple of reasons. First of all, the helmet, I think, is one of the coolest molding helmets we've gotten in... I think the past year or two, because it just looks so cool. It's like this evil, like, it looks like an executioner mask from like the old, like, medieval times. That's what it looks like. I mean, again, it looks like it's straight out of a horror movie. It has this weird, grim look to it. It just looks really awesome. It fits so well on the minifigures. Again, some nice torso printing. I can't really tell what it is. You really can't ask for more on a figure than this. At the number 3 spot, we have the Episode 9 Poe Dameron. This came in Poe Dameron's X-Wing along with the other Knight of Ren I had in the previous spots. And this figure is really cool. Now, I will point out that this does have the same body printing as other pilots in this wave, or pilots in general from the sequel trilogy. But really what ties it together, again, is the helmet molding. And the helmet printing, as a matter of fact. This figure really does just tie well together. Now, you may be saying, why am I basing figures off of the helmet printing or molding? Is because it really can tie a minifigure together. There are other helmets that have like there's another pilot that has a white helmet and it looks pretty decent, but Poe with the black helmet just looks so sick. I mean, it looks fantastic. It just really ties to get minifigure together so incredibly well. And again, one of the most underrated minifigures I think of 2019. I mean, this was a fantastic minifigure. Didn't get that much attention. It has this nice Rebellion logo at the top and on the vest. The helmet, it just has these cool markings on it. You got like Star Wars writing on the side. It just reminds you of like the older days, like the original trilogy minifigures. It really just does look awesome. You got some awesome, I mean, look how in detail the printing is on the side of that helmet. It's insane. I mean, it's really insane. And it's just a fantastic helmet. It looks sick. This really hit the spot perfectly. So I think it's a nice number 3 spot. Some of you may disagree. I'm sure most of you will disagree. But this figure has, for some reason, has a place in my heart. I don't know why. I just can't get over this figure. It looks fantastic. And I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. But number 2 is Jedi Rey from the Night Buzzard. But this figure in general, Jedi Rey, is amazing. I know a lot of people have different opinions about Rey. The printing on this figure could be put on any Jedi, and I'd still put it at the number 2 spot. It's this classic Jedi robe. I like the sleeveless arms. I like how well it just all ties together. So what I feel is the number 1 minifigure of the year is the Beskar Armor Mandalorian. I'm sure some of you may have guessed this. If you watch my videos at all, you must know I'm a huge fan of this figure. There's not a single thing wrong with this minifigure, I don't think. It's 100% accurate, has amazing printing. It has more printing than we've gotten in a long time on a minifigure, that's for sure. And in a $30 set, you really can't beat it. You just can't. There's so many good things to say about this minifigure, I couldn't even start anywhere. But you can just appreciate it for what it is by looking at it. It really is just a masterpiece of a minifigure. And I think it's going to be the best minifigure of 2021, easily. I may be wrong. Hopefully LEGO will change my mind on that. But as of now, it is the best minifigure we've gotten in at least the past 2 to 3 years. LEGO, great job on this. I think a lot of people agree that's the best minifigure. The hype did sort of die down, but I think it'll be appreciated for many years to come. And I think is a fantastic number 1 spot. It did take me some time to come up with this list, and I didn't know if I want to put it at number 1, but I think in the end I made the right decision, and I hope you guys think I made the right decision too. So if you guys would like to tell me your own top 10 or top 5 or even top 3 minifigures of the past year or two in the comments, you can go ahead and do so. But for now, that is my top 10 minifigures of 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.